rocket like rocket fuel.
Going big, going big.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and the very wonderful AT&T Stadium in Arlington. A moment ago, here was the scene with the Cowboys emerging from their tunnel. It was loud. It's still loud. We're ready for football as the Cowboys get set to match up with the Minnesota Vikings. Bailey now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense. Undercrush. Gun. Go. Get out there. 54. Man, that's trash. Hey, alert three. Gun. Back up.
Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
It's just me and you.
Elliott, toss right. He finds an opening past the 40, and he takes it all the way up to the 47. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Prescott looks to throw on first. But he's got Ezekiel Elliott. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. Prescott now. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first. Well, they're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this. And, hey, how you guys going to come out of the gate? I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want it.
I didn't offer mine.
You were the smart one. Whatever they're doing, though, it's working really well. I like the call. Inside the red zone, running the toss. Why? They want to get to the edges. They want to see if guys who don't normally make a lot of tackles are willing to actually do that. That usually means the guy's in the cornerback position.
Kill. We're going to 54.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Prescott had a little floater there, but it'll wind up incomplete, falling to the ground. He was looking to get it into his receiver, Cooper, and that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
Here we go. Right there, 54 Mike. Check back.
Looking to throw. Prescott. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
I love the intelligence the defense just showed there. Read their keys, saw the screen developing, ran to it, and smothered it. What a 3rd down stop by them.
The kick by Marr is good. Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
After the made field goal, Marr back out there to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Here's Cousins. The left side caught by Diggs. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. 1st down. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season-open opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. Ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I had missed him, it would have been a long night.
Cousins gives way to Cook. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And on 3rd down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back.
Hey, tight down. There you go.
To throw, Cousins. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that.
Toe bashed it.
Super toe.
The rush defense stout on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Elliott. And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now. Getting the sense, Charles, are going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, it's working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. And that is incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10. Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs, and that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again. They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On 2nd and 9, Cousins. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Working out of the gun, Cousins. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. So he got free of 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. Here's Matt Wild now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Taken in at the 22. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The offense for the Cowboys now working their way back onto the field. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. They'll run with Elliott. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
All right, Brent, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
On 2nd down, Elliott. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. 2nd quarter now, and it's our home team with possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. Now Prescott. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Cooper was the target there, and it's 2nd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Prescott. Oh, Prescott stripped.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Here's Prescott. This will be caught inside the 10. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. I think everyone in the stadium saw that big hit coming.
And I, as a former defensive back, have to admit I'm a little disappointed. He actually was able to hold on to the ball. He brought the lumber on that play. Give my man a whole lot of credit for taking the hit and possessing the football.
And picking up the 1st down. Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Now back to the ground with Elliott. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
Anthony Barr got a real education at UCLA in playing not just his normal position of stand-up outside linebacker, but down defensive end. So he had to incorporate a variety of moves, take on bigger people. So he learned great leverage while he was there. That really helps him when he's trying to stop people running the ball.
Born in South Bend, Indiana. Thought about going back to go to Notre Dame, but you're right. Great career at UCLA and now a great career in the... He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Everson Griffin on the sack, taken to the 4th round back in 2010. What a steal. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. This from 36 yards out. The kick by Maher is good. And that will double their lead as it's up to 6. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Anthony Brown there on the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Handoff comes to Cook. And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Third and short yardage, Cousins. And Rudolph has it left side. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. Cousins to his tight end, Rudolph, for a Viking 1st down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Caught on the right side by Treadwell. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And it'll be a 2nd and long.
Strip the ball. Strip that ball.
Cousins setting up the screen for Cook. They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
The Vikings on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
54, right there. 54.
To the air again. It's Cousins. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation. And there, the defense won the battle. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. Now they're about to come up on drive number 4, but so far just 2 field goals on drives 1 through 3.
Wondering if the head coach has talked with his offensive coordinator and said, look, let's go ahead and press this a little bit. I'm giving you 4 downs on just about every occasion to try and get this offense kick-started and have it culminate in touchdowns. You know, maybe someday to press it a little bit. This might be the case.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Ricky. Here we go, 47. Hey, watch that.
Here's Prescott. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 10.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 9. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he's on to kick it away. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, do you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Jalen Smith able to run it down for a loss of a yard.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11. Again, this is Cook. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
And he will have a first down here at about the 40. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. First down, here's the run with Cook. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. From the 44, Cousins.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Anthony Brown right there to knock it away. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Cousins the thrower. And just as you called it after the earlier sack, they set up the screen. It goes as a gain of 9, and it moves the chains.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
He'll get 15 and a Vikings first down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
We got this.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll throw again. Cousins. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
Incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10.
So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. This one from 48 yards away. And this one is right down Broadway. And that will do it for this first half. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go. Let's go.
Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Here we go. Slam, slam, slam.
Starting the 3rd quarter with Cook. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Throwing is Cousins. It's complete to Diggs. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you can just put the ball on him and then let him run.
He's got some space. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Gun! You got motion man. You got motion man right there.
They run it again with Cook. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Now Cousins. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. Defensive end DeMarcus Lawrence applied the heat. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be third down.
Pass complete, but no gain.
No yards.
Yeah.
So you file that as unsuccessful.
Yeah, you do, don't you? Except on the stats, throwing the ball.
Get a completion.
You get a catch.
Yeah.
But still,
no
yardage. Okay.
Right there. 54, right there. Let's get this.
Third and long for Cousins. And this one hauled in by Rudolph. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's fourth down. Here's Matt Weil now. He's been terrific so far.
What friends are for.
As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turned it over there. That's a big momentum changer and put your defense in a bad spot.
There you go. My spot forward. Hey, kill. 26.
Out of his end zone, Prescott. And he'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper. He's at the 50, 30, 20, 10. Touchdown, Cowboys. Amari Cooper, 98 yards. And the Cowboys will extend their lead. Well, they had their chances in the first half, you remember, but had to settle for 2 field goals. This time they come away with 6.
I think they actually got affirmation about what they were doing by getting a touchdown, because the field goals means they got in range but couldn't quite finish it off. This time they broke through, and that's great for the old confidence.
And on the sideline, difference of a feeling between 3 and 6, is it astronomical or no?
It can be at times, that's for sure. A lot of times the field goal feels like a disappointment. The touchdown, well, that tells you you're getting it done.
Here we go.
Here we go. First down 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 22.
Who that?
Cousins. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. He was looking for Adam Thielen there, but it's going to be 2nd down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you, because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
But he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook, 78 yards. And the Vikings are able to make this a close game again. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
There you go. Mark 54. Hey.
They'll try and get the running game going with Elliott. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Again, it's Elliott. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Rush in. 40 seconds. Check.
They'll run on first down. Elliott, that's shedding his way forward. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Here we go. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Here we go. 46. Hey, 47. 26.
From the 44, Prescott. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Xavier Rhodes, the cornerback, there in coverage.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. Throwing, Prescott. And he comes back with one complete. And they get him down about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 3rd down pickup of 5.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job here of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. To the air again, Prescott. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
All that practice time came to fruition on that play. All those timing routes that they work on through training camp, OTAs, minicamp, and just regular season, they got it done on that one. An outcut, ball was delivered, and picked up the completion.
Prescott to throw it. And this is caught. It's Cooper. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Amari Cooper, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead. A good, sustained drive there in this 3rd quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. They start the drive with Cook. And an alley to run. And now look at him go. The 20. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook, 76 yards. And the Vikings are able to make this a close game again. Well, this offense only mustered 3 points in the first half on that field goal. They picked up the pace now. 2 third-quarter touchdowns.
Hey, you remember that appearance we had last week in front of that crowd, and they asked about halftime adjustments and all that was going on, and remember what I said. It's not always an adjustment at halftime. Sometimes just remembering the game plan and playing better, tuning it up and just working through it methodically. They got it done in this case.
Of course, I'll always remember that appearance because I had on a brown belt with black shoes, and you pointed that out in front of the crowd. So thanks for that.
I said that out loud.
You did.
Yeah, my bad.
At their own 24-yard line.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
We're going to 52. Hey, let's get some penetration here. Let's get some penetration. Hey, watch that. Check, Mike.
First down, Prescott. Being chased out left. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. Back now in Arlington. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter.
Watch the screen.
Throwing again on second down. Prescott. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
At the 30-yard line.
So first and 10 now from the 30. Following the interception, Cousins. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Switch it, hey. 54, Mike 54. Tackles. Mike 54. Mike 54. We're going to 54. Why? Check three.
A give to Elliott. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
No gain on the play.
You don't see that a ton, do you? With a cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. He was trying to get it to Ezekiel Elliott, and it's third down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 17 yards on the play there, and the Cowboys have a first down.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on third down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively a backbreaker. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. Lets it fly deep for Cobb. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45. A critical error there in a tight game of the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
That's got to be a hey, 54. Mike 54. Watch the run.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. And he'll get it out to midfield. They'll spot it right at midfield at the 50.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Mike spot 4, Mike spot 4.
On second down, Cook. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
They're going to need some therapy after this.
They run again on first down. Cook. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Well, Brandon, he's had a great day, but sometimes the other guys make a play against you. What's that expression they like to use in the NFL? Those guys get paid too, you know.
Yeah, in college they say, hey, they're on scholarship too. In the NFL, they're getting paid too. With the day he's had, you can have one going the wrong direction. Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
The offense on third down tonight, 3 for 7 so far in this game. They're looking at third and a few inches.
Check 49. Check.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
First down, Vikings.
Ready? Mike spot 4. We own now. Like 48. Check 3. Hey, we're good.
First down. Here's Cousins. Escaping the pressure right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. DeMarcus Lawrence able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
Second down.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook finding room to the 20. And finally taken down at the 15. A nice pickup there, 19 yards. And they're set up better for third.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've got to hit the jackpot there.
Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on first and goal. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They come up on a first and goal with this game still hanging in the balance.
Check the backer.
They'll run with Cook. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Switch it. Come on, switch it.
Now we've got movement up front. And I think this is going to be on Minnesota. Things made a little more difficult after the false start as they try again on 2nd and goal. They try again with Cook. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Cousins. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
A 27-yard attempt.
Bailey's kick is good. And with a little more than a minute to go, we are all tied. So a big kick to get this back to even. Now the worry is, did you leave too much time on the clock? Because another field goal the other way, that does you in.
You're exactly right. You didn't get it to overtime yet. So now as a defense, you've got to think to yourself, you can't play prevent defense and just give up big chunks of yardage in front of you. But you also can't let anyone behind you. So you sit right on the line between the two. Play the best defense you can and not make it easy for them to move the ball downfield.
At their own 24-yard line.
Here we go. Check 55, Mike. All day, baby. All day, baby. All day.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Flushed out right. Now he'll let this one go. Deep left sideline. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Mike Hughes. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
Check. Walk 54.
On 1st down, Cook. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and that'll make it 2nd and 12.
At the Cowboys' 45-yard line.
54. Wide. Here we go.
Here's Cousins. And Rudolph has it, the tight end. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Now Cousins. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there. 4th and 3. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down.
I can't believe you let you play. Yellow.
Cousins to throw for it on 4th. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. possession. Here's Prescott. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 22. Toss left to Elliott. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Here comes the first throw in OT for Prescott. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down. And they need 5 yards on 3rd down here to keep this opening drive of OT alive. Now a first throw here in overtime. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. The temptation to go for it probably there. Always is, especially in overtime. Got to punt it, though.
I think you're right. I think that you absolutely have to punt it away and trust your defense, especially play a little field.
And how about this, a fake? And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position. They'll run on 1st down. It's Cook. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settling, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field. Again, it's Cook. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll bring up a 3rd down. Now Cook. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
So the field goal unit is on the field, as this is a big spot right here. And now the Cowboys are going to call another timeout. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime.
Check, walk 54, walk 54. They can't hang with us.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
Brandon, I go ahead and kick it right now. I know it's only second down, but I kick it and give myself a little margin for error here.
Don't wait for third. Have the extra down just in case.
If something goes wrong, messed up snap, anything like that, you fall on it, guess what? It's third down. You still have the ball. You still have a chance to kick it.
And he got it. The kick is good. In overtime, he's able to split the uprights. Well, we thought this game would be a good one. It did not disappoint into overtime, and it took the field goal to win it.
And we always pay lip service to how important it is to play defense. And usually we focus on the offensive pyrotechnics, right? But in this case, they got the ball back on defense, gave themselves a chance, and they capitalized on it with a victory.
And I don't care what distance that field goes from in overtime. The knees are always knocking, but he pushed it through.
Not only that, think about your snapper, your holder. A lot of nerves for them, too, because they have to do their job in order to give him one last chance to put a foot to it.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long from Big D.